Let's hurry up. Let's do it.
We good. We good.
All right.
Hey,
Like that. Locked
we
in
good. We
podcast.
good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Now we live streaming.
We
Hey,
live
man.
streaming?
Yeah, now we live streaming.
Let's do it.
Hey, man. Hey, man. I'm just gonna ask y'all a question. I hate being like this. I'm just gonna ask y'all boys and girls a question. What does it take for a team to actually be recognized as a playoff team?
Well, that's a trick question, D, because the college football, quote unquote, playoffs ain't really a playoff.
It really isn't. It really isn't. I'm gonna just say it straight up like this. Normally, when you have 3 losses, if you're not anyone but Alabama, you would normally get kicked out, right? And this is not the head on Alabama.
Yep.
This is not the head on Alabama, right?
Right.
But these rankings gotta be. These rankings are insane. These rankings are insane.
Yep.
We just got done. We just got done with the playoff ranking, and I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. Cause this is insane. I don't know what it's gonna take for people to. I don't know what's it gonna take for people to just realize that Alabama is not, that good, and that they don't really need to be 13. They should be like 15 or 16, right? So the rankings go off, and before I say that, let me make sure we're live streaming. Let me make sure. There's we live streaming. Let me see if I'm talking. Yeah, okay, we talking. But yeah, man, the ranking is literally like crazy. So Colorado's 25, Kansas State 24, Illinois 23, UNLV 22, Missouri 21, Texas A&M, who's 8-3 by the way, and Missouri who's 8-3, Illinois is 8-3, Kansas State 8-3, Colorado 8-3, all somehow number 20 in the 20s. BYU 19, Iowa State 18, Tulane 17, Arizona State 16, South Carolina 15, Ole Miss 14, Alabama 13, Clemson 12, Boise State 11, Indiana 10, SMU 9, Tennessee 8, Georgia 7, Miami 6, Notre Dame 5, Penn State 4, Texas 3.
And that's only because Penn State. No, seriously, it's only because Penn State has avoided basically the top hitters in their conference, other than Ohio State. James Franklin, you're still on Friday watch.
Ohio State 2 and Oregon 1. So I'm gonna just say it like this because I'm gonna keep it clear about certain teams, right? We're not gonna start off with Alabama right now, because I know people gonna say I'm a hater. So we're gonna start off with Penn State first, right? When they played nobody, they won 10 games. When they played Ohio State, they got cracked. They got dog walked. It's the same thing as Indiana. And like I said, Indiana, they've been good, you know what I'm saying? But they got dog walked. They played nobody, and they got dog walked last week, right? So how's Penn State still able to be up in the top 4?
Other than the fact that everybody has lost twice, right?
Right.
Which is like, okay, this is why we need some sort of concrete strength of schedule rule that is interpreted and used consistently, not just because ratings. No, used consistently, that tells us that if you if somebody like Clemson, who only has 2 losses from Georgia and Louisville, and that's a top 3 team. Georgia a top 3 team. Now Louisville is probably a 6-5 team. However, Alabama has lost to 2 6-5 teams, and they're 13th. They're 1 spot outside the playoffs. So either that, there has to be a way you should penalize somebody for playing lower competition than others, whether or not they have 1 loss or not. So that has to be sorted out in concrete wise. Other than that, We'll get to it. We'll break it down. But basically, Penn State is in because they only have one loss, and amongst people who have only 2 losses. Because what? Aren't y'all? Because think about it. Penn State is ranked ahead of y'all.
Right, they are. And like we said, now look, I ain't mad because look, we got 2 losses, and I get that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you want to say that, if you want to go off schedule, yeah. you could put some of these teams that's in front of them, that's behind Penn State, and put them at top 4.
Really? Yes, because we got a bunch of one-loss teams. I mean, like, look, we'll get into it later when D kind of gets down the list, because we're going to give you all the scenarios how this works out. Yeah, but basically, there is no concrete rules to the selection process other than the fact that they say, mind y'all listeners, keep this in mind. The highest ranked, quote, you key on the highest ranked championship winners will get the 4 spots.
Right. Right.
We'll keep that in mind. All right, let's go.
The fact of the matter also is, normally when you lose 3 games, that's how the setup is supposed to be for the top 12 playoff teams. You normally are not in the playoff hunt. So
not a regular playoff format. If we got a bunch of 2-loss teams, no matter strength schedule or not. If we got people like Army, 1 loss they would have like a bye in the playoff. But since we don't have any concrete rules, we basically got to succumb to the BCS, but with more spots. That's basically what it is.
Right.
Keep going, D.
No, like I said, when you said that, Army lost last week and they ain't not even in the ranking no more.
Crazy.
So it's like, I don't get the logic. I really don't get the logic of this, man. Like I said, it's not the hate, but it's just seriously, it's like stereotype, because now you got people feeling like, bro, they deserve. I mean, they gonna get in now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Alabama.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was gonna say bro, Alabama, man, they don't deserve to be in, and I get it. No. I get it.
Yeah, and see, they're not in, and it's not even about Alabama for me, right? So let me just kind of get did you finish the list yet?
Say it again.
Did you finish the list yet?
No, yeah, I finished the list of all the teams I said from 25 to 1.
Got you. So you finished off the list from 12. All right, y'all. Basically, Clemson got the 12th spot.
Right.
Which I had predicted. Right? Clemson going to have the 12th spot, right?
Right.
So that means that whether or not the committee's kind of hoping that Clemson loses so they can make that automatic change where they say, hey, Clemson lost to South Carolina, Alabama's in. However, there's a lot of wrenches thrown in it. Here's a point. Right. Clemson wins. They don't make it to the championship game, right?
Right.
Could benefit them. Why? Let's say Miami loses to SMU in the championship game. Miami falls down damn near, let's say, 8th spot. Let's say Tulane wins their championship game and dominate in fashion. Right?
Right.
Who's to say they can't jump ahead of everybody else?
That's true.
By their rules, they said highest conference championship winner gets automatic bid. However, we know what the committee is going to do. That is only reserved for certain teams, right?
Right.
Because now the reason why they did this is the fact that they know the SEC is going to be, they know the SEC championship just like now. Basically, the teams are going to beat each other's ass until they get to that damn point. But my thing is the fact that, well, how do you avoid leaving out a good team who never made it to the championship? No, how do you avoid a good team that lost in the championship? Like y'all, let's just say if Georgia loses the championship, where do they go? Are they out? Because that means, for your rule, there's a good chance that Tulane might get that spot that Georgia might have had in the seventh seed.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, where do we draw the line? Where is it, man? Because it's just nothing concrete. It really seems like selection detail. It's too much shit up into interpretation that we got all these crazy scenarios because it's not concrete. I have never seen a playoff format like that at all. Why are we calling it a playoff? It's not a playoff format.
It's not.
It's a selection process.
It really is. And it's selected by people that should know, bro. Like, hey, if that's Tennessee that has 3 losses, bro, they be 15 right now. If that's Miami, or if that's Notre Dame, or if that's anybody of the top 10, like, bro, we're not beginning to rank number 13. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just a bunch of favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's because of what they said last time, the ranking, I mean the ratings and all that, bro. Yeah.
And my thing is, hey, raise my hand. I got a question, right?
Right.
So okay, let's put it like this: the AAC championship have 2 1-loss teams. It will be between Tulane and Army. 1-loss teams now, right? That is a championship game with 1-loss teams. Boise State has only have 1 loss.
Right.
Whoever's the winner out of the Big 12 will have 2 losses, right?
Right.
Why are all of them fighting for like the last spot? Whatever, like they talking about for Boise. Why can't we just have all 3 of them within the damn playoffs and y'all kick out some of these damn Big 10 teams and kick out some of these damn Big 10 teams, SEC teams?
Ratings.
That's what they keep saying, but I guarantee you they'll still watch.
They would. I mean, this thing here, it is not serious at all. The ranking system is not serious at all. It's always somebody always. I mean, Alabama always has to be close to the playoff,
and it makes no sense. And but why? Why? It makes no sense. It's a team that lost their biggest win is Georgia, right?
Right.
The 2 losses come from 6 to 5 teams.
Mm-hmm.
The other one from Tennessee. 3 losses. And we're talking about Arizona State, Army, Tulane, and Boise State has a chance to miss the playoff. You really going to kick out if Boise State somehow loses in the championship team? Hypothetically, we're really going to kick Boise State out the damn playoffs to get a 3-loss Alabama team in.
And then what's going to be y'all's excuse now when y'all say, well, they weren't really, I mean, the situation with Travis last year? What's going to be y'all's excuse now?
That's what I'm saying. So God forbid if your quarterback get hurt in the championship game, you might not get in the playoffs.
Right.
I don't know. They never said that was a criteria. But somehow they said they justified it. And here's the thing, because they made the decision before they even made it that bogus-ass rule. They just needed something to justify it. You know why? Because Jordan Travis' injury never even got broadcasted until after they made the damn, I want to say, an hour after that they made the decision, or an hour before.
Right.
Because I remember we learned the same night. You know what, man?
No, see, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I say that, right? Because there was a lot of people that was saying, well, Alabama could have still beaten Florida State, right? And they don't need the committee to jump them to the playoff, right? Mm-hmm. This is skepticism on all levels. This is skepticism on all levels, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not only Alabama. We got another few teams on this list that don't deserve to be as high as they are. You know what I'm saying? We've already talked about Penn State. We've already talked about, Indiana. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, man, like, how is Arizona State behind Alabama, Ole Miss, even South Carolina? How is Iowa State behind, you know what I'm saying, behind those teams? Like, it don't make no sense. Then you got Missouri and Texas A&M at 20 and 21. You got UNLV at 9 and 2. They really could be 20 themselves. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense, man. The ranking system does not make sense. I wish that the ranking system would be included off the record, right? So, if you are 11-0, like Oregon, and to be honest, I don't think Oregon is a real number 1 team. But if you are 11-0, right, and then you are like 10-1, like, I feel like how they have the records now, you know what I'm saying, that would mean SMU, Indiana, Boise State will be like 6, 7, and 8. I mean 7, 8, and 9. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have that format than to be having random bull stuff just based on predicted people who's predicted and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't care. They don't care if as long as Alabama's in it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all good. You know what I'm saying? But hell, we don't know because we're not the committee, and it's sad that other teams can't get that pleasure of being in that 13th spot just because they wanna favoritize a team. You know what I'm saying? But hell, it is what it is, man. It's sad. It's really sad out here. I thought they said that 3 losses automatically means that you're not in the playoff. I thought a lot of people was believing that. They were saying, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, that you wouldn't be in the playoff in that situation. But I promise you, if that's any other team that's behind, that's after 13 or before 13, like, bro, I don't think that's happening. I don't think any of those teams losing 3 games would have been, you know, in there. And let's say if Oregon does lose a game, you know what I'm saying, are they going to fall to like 8, 9, and then are you going to move someone up? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, that's all basically we got to say. It was just going to be a short live stream because, you know what I'm saying, we just feel some type of way about this ranking. And like I said, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So thank y'all so much. If y'all see this, you know, make sure to share this, subscribe, like, and share. And hope y'all do good. And again, things got to change in that committee. So that being said, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And we out.